was established in November 1967. Actually, my sisters were the founder members. At the time when they started, it was with the objective of helping the Malay community then. The level of literacy was not what it is now. So they used to go out and conduct literacy classes, just basically to teach people how to read and write. And we had a lot of education and awareness programs to make sure that mothers, especially in the rural areas, were aware of the fact that they should educate the women and to send them to universities. That was way back in 1967. You wouldn't understand it now, with everyone being educated. So I was then 16 when they started. So I was just helping them. You used to take mobile clinics out to villages. You would think, here now, you think, oh, why go to rural areas? Why bring doctors there? But there were people who did not go to the doctors, did not go to see doctors, and they were having problems, basic problems like fungus or something, suffering from it. So when you have a doctor going there, and it was amazing. It was just, why? He said, I've been suffering for years, and it was just a minor problem. You only needed an ointment, basic things like that. And so I used to enjoy going out with them to help them. So, but then again, that was with PERTIWI. But in relation to the soup kitchen, for example, I started out, my first experience was actually as a little girl when my mother used to feed the poor. I come from Alor Setar. So at that time, I can remember as far back as when I was 5. So she used to feed the people in the mosque. They would have people from across the border, for example, from Thailand, because and then they would travel somehow to Alor Setar, and maybe they were traveling elsewhere. So usually they would arrive on Thursday evenings. By Friday, you find that the area around the mosque is filled with the vagrants, So what she used to do was she felt so sorry for them, and she wanted to feed them. So and wanted to give them something which is wholesome and nutritious. PERTIWI is actually will continue to promote for the betterment of women and children through education, the education awareness. And now the challenges are different as society has evolved. And with the progress in the world, the challenges have become different. I remember at the time when we were growing up, it was the challenges of drug addicts and drug addiction. We were involved with all the programs concerning the rehabilitation of drug addicts then. But now the challenges are different. It is more like the single mothers, and the children, how to make them responsible and accountable to become better citizens, I think, at the end of the day, to equip themselves with the modern challenges. The issues that we encounter are different, so therefore we have to evolve with these issues and address what are the most pressing needs they are currently facing. The soup kitchen is just a spin-off. This is something that is a project that I have brought into PERTIWI, mainly because it is something, a project which my friends and I, it's a different group. It's as I was mentioning it to you earlier, it's just a group of friends. We met when we were in Form 1 at a boarding school. So the relationship, the closeness has continued. Now we are all approaching 60. Many have already turned 60. You see, we're grandmothers, and then but yet we're still close. We meet regularly. We do things regularly. So at one of our gatherings, we said, "What should we do? We want to do things." Our passion then was really, when we went for one of our vacations, we noticed the beaches were really horribly neglected. We wanted to do a project to clean up the beaches. But then that didn't happen. So when one of our friends said, you know, please just do this one first, you know, a soup kitchen, why don't you start with something easy? Then I thought, I remember again, you know, because I've been doing over the years, I'll still go out and feed different groups of people, but not on this basis where you go out, you know, 4 times a week or what. So I thought, okay, that's something I can handle. Most nights they will have that 2 ringgit packet, plus the syrup, plus you know, a chocolate wafer. Even then, it is still, you know, you run out of food. I'm writing to the PERTIWI soup kitchen at gmail.com, and you can join our Facebook group, PERTIWI Soup Kitchen Facebook group, and the information is there. You can always call me on my mobile phone. You can write in there and I'll give you any other info. But as I said, you know, on any Monday, Wednesday, Friday or Sunday night, you can meet us and join us on our outing. And we leave at about just before 9. We don't want to go out too early because they're not out yet, you know. So we make sure that we leave at about 9. So by the time we get to our first stop is just behind Tune Hotel off Jalan Sultan Ismail. So usually you have a long line waiting already for the food. So our second stop, it can be sometimes below Daya Bumi, sometimes we go to the Kota Raya, sometimes we go to Masjid, depending on the nights. You know, we just want to make sure that by the time we get there, there's enough food. A mobile clinic still goes out to rural areas, but that is dependent on funding. Usually somebody, at one time it was a Canadian body that gives that kind of grant funding. So other than that, you've got some individuals willing to donate, because each time you go out you need to buy basic medical supplies. So it would cost about 3,000 to go out to one location. We also need volunteer doctors. So these days, maybe we work with the Rotary Club or some other club. If you have volunteer doctors and we've got some medical supplies, it's quite easy, you know, to go to any of the rural areas. You'll be surprised. Although there are government clinics, they still do not go to the clinics. But when you go to them, it becomes like satu pesta, you know. So they were there, oh, they love it, got the kuih and whatnot, and then you also do a basic medical checkup. And but we have detected people with medical problems, you know, heart case or whatever we refer. We've got plans to build our headquarters actually in Section 17, just close to the Rothmans roundabout. We've got just if you know Lisa the Inn. Yes, just next to them, we've already, you know, the hoarding has gone out. That's going to be really our community center there. So, but we've got to get that building out. Once you get the building out, we can even have our, you know, a place where we can prepare the food there, perhaps, you know, and have all the other communities work together. That's my dream, is really to be able to do a lot more. So if we have the headquarters there, it makes it so easy. It's like, you know, now in SS3, okay, we've got small premises, we can't do a lot of things. They contact, all the numbers are there, you know, we put, I mean, they can call PERTIWI, call me, they can, as I said, write to the email to the PERTIWISoupKitchen@gmail.com, visit the Facebook, the group. They can do, you know, so many ways. But to begin with, if you'd like to see what it is that we do, come up with that.